Good morning. We're still here in Palenque. Today is going to be a big day. We're going to hitchhike 360 kilometers all the way to Campeche, which is quite far. Was a little sick last night, so still a bit tired. We're going to see how it's going to turn out. Hopefully everything will be fine. But today I would actually like to share some tips and tricks on hitchhiking. I've given some tips and tricks before on my other videos, but now I'd like to get specific and really sum up some rules to make hitchhiking easier for you and get to your destination faster. Okay, let's go. Ready? Okay, let's get into it straight away. Rule number one, I have shown this in various other videos. Hike out of the center of where you are. If you're still in the center, there's a lot of cars passing by. There might just be local traffic. So hike towards the road that is going out of the city towards you need to be. These hikes can be up to an hour sometimes, but they are very relevant and will help you a lot. So this is actually the main road already going out of Palenque. But what I'm gonna do is walk even further down this road to make sure I'm really only getting traffic that is going out of Palenque. Because this is a good road, but make sure you really get to the end of the city where the traffic is really leaving the city. Anyway, I haven't really had breakfast yet, so first I'm gonna buy some breakfast over here and then we'll continue. Okay, let's enjoy this. See you in a bit. Okay, so that was quite tasty. I'm now hiking out of this final road here to get to a good point where I can hitchhike. Just have to watch out for these cars. Okay, so I've reached a good spot here, and that brings me to tip number two: find a good spot to hitchhike. That means two things mainly. One, that the cars can see you clearly. From here on, it's actually not that good. There's a little bend behind me, but they can still see me coming from pretty far. Secondly, make it easy for the cars to stop. For example, over here, you see there's a little bump in the road, so the cars have to slow down anyway. You can see behind me there's a big parking space, so they can just pull up easily. They don't have to be afraid to hit any other traffic, and it's really safe for them to stop. Everybody's slowing down here. They can get onto the sideway, so for me it's a perfect spot to hitchhike. So tip number two, having a good spot, making sure that they can see you and that they can stop easily. Okay, hope we get a ride quickly here. Okay, so we're in the first ride on our way to Campeche. So we're not going super far, but we're getting closer already. So that's good. See you on the next one. Okay, so at our first ride, it was actually way further than I thought it would be, so quite happy. I got to the main cross of big highways towards the coast, and Campeche is a city at the coast. So from here on, should be getting a ride pretty easily closer towards the coast. It is a big highway, there's a gas station over here, so it's a very, very good spot to be and get some rides. Okay, hope we get one quickly. Okay, funny little side note right here. I just met another guy who was hitchhiking together with a friend at this gas station, and they told me they didn't have any luck whatsoever and they were looking for a form of the public transport to get out of here. So I hope I will do a little bit better. The thing is that I'm alone, and that often helps actually to get better rides. Anyway, let's get on to the next rule. Okay, so the next rule is smile. Okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit over here, but really don't underestimate the importance of being positive and also funny. Okay, just a truck passing by here. So really, being positive and funny can attract people way more. They can also smile back, and actually just a smile back from someone can give you heaps of energy to continue hitchhiking and don't lose your spirit. So really, being positive and smiling can actually attract people. If you're with two people, you can also make some funny compositions. For example, I've seen couples where the girl was on the shoulders of the guy and they were hitchhiking like both in tandem like this, and they got rides super fast because it was funny and it attracted people. So if you smile and you're positive, the chances of you getting a ride are way, 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 way higher. The one extra little tip that I could give on being positive is making eye contact. even if you really can't see the driver that clearly, you just see the raw position where it is, just look at it and keep looking at it while it passes you. The point is that if you're just in general looking at the road, nobody will really feel that you're personally asking them that ride. So if you do it more personally and really look at the ride, they might feel more urge to stop and take you. So that's just a little extra tip. So really don't underestimate the importance of smiling and looking at the people that are passing by. Okay, let's get the ride over here. Okay, so I had to wait a bit for that last ride. Now going only 20 kilometers further, but that's good. Always accept the rides. Just having a dynamic, going on to the next place always helps a lot. Anyway, let's finish this ride and then we can go on to the next step. Okay, so my driver just went for a quick little pee here at one of the toilet blocks next to the toll station. I had to wait for a long time at that last spot, and that brings me to the next step. Mindset. Having a good mindset is so important, because if you feel bad and you get a bad energy, and people won't be as likely to take you. My mindset is, if I get a smile back from anyone that I'm smiling at, or somebody just waves back to me, I'm happy. It's okay for me. I'm perfectly happy there. Just look at the surroundings as well. Most of the times you're at beautiful spots, except when it's raining, and just enjoy the surroundings. And if people just smile at you or wave back at you, you should be happy. That's it. Don't be too rushed to get anywhere. That way you will actually get happier and happier and happier just standing there hitchhiking. You will attract more people as well because your energy is higher. I'm really a believer that the energy you send out, you will also receive. So the happier you are, the more people will get happy from seeing you and will be more likely to take you. So very important to have a really positive mindset when you're hitchhiking. Okay, I think we're almost there. Okay, so next tip, stay hydrated. Okay, it is not a real tip to get better at hitchhiking. It's a very important tip when you're in hot Mexico like this. I love Gatorade. It's quite sugary, but it's very good to get nicely hydrated. Okay, but we got a ride only about 20-30 kilometers further, which is okay. Like, he told me I'm not going that far, but really any ride is a good ride. It's really important just to keep a dynamic. If people only take you like 1 kilometer further, just accept the ride, because you will also just feel that you're on the road, you're going, and it will give you some energy as well. Also, it's just nice of people to take you. They're offering something, so if it's okay, you feel safe, then definitely take the ride. It's also a respectful sign to these people that are trying to help you. From here, I hope we can get a ride quickly. We're on the main highway towards Campeche though, so I should be quite safe over here. It's also a gas station. Always a good spot. There's people stopping over here that go out. People have also heaps of space to stop over here. So gas stations are really great places in Mexico to hitchhike. Okay, let's get a ride over here. Okay, so we finally got in the next ride. I had to wait quite a while at the last gas station. I think I waited for like an hour and a half. We got into a really nice ride, really friendly guy.
My channel, it's not exclusive for traveling, but it's called Diego Comparte, and maybe later I will start English channel speaking.
There we go. Diego, definitely give him a follow.
First hitchhiker that I
Did you pick up?
Yeah, pick up.
Pick up, sí, pick up es más correcto, sí, claro.
No, because maybe it sounds like picking up someone.
Anyway, very nice to meet also these type of people. I mean, when you hitchhike, you meet people from all walks of life and in various countries, so definitely could recommend it. Anyway, let's enjoy this ride. Sí, como lo hicieron con ese herramientas básicas.
Nada más con otra piedra.
Exactamente. Y como también la... Buenas. Juan y Federico, no? Federico. So very nice meeting this guy Diego, even picking up more hitchhikers. Big fun over here. Okay, let's continue this ride. So we made it onto the crossroads to Campeche. So right now, just one straight road to Campeche. We dropped off the Argentinian hitchhikers. They're going to Calakmul, which is a massive national park in Mexico. From Champotona, I'll only have to get another ride or a couple of rides to the city of Campeche itself. Alright, we get there quick.
And I'm going to send you in a really cheap bus. I know, hitchhiking, yeah?
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah. Okay, because forget about it.
Forget about it. Okay, so just had a really nice ride with this amazing guy Diego. As I told you, he's also doing a YouTube channel, funny guy. But the best thing is that he really gave me a very long ride. It was from very close to Palenque. I didn't get that far with the first two rides. And I'm almost in Campeche right now, so I was in that car with him for like 3 hours. These rides are always amazing, they help you a lot. So we're getting quite close to Campeche. I hope I only have to take 1 or 2 more rides to actually get into the city. Anyway, time for another rule. Okay, so next rule. Hitchhike alone. And you don't actually have to be alone to really hitchhike alone. You can, for example, leave your friend or hitchhiking partner at the side where cars can see him and hitchhike alone. And once the car stops, ask whether it's okay whether your friend goes as well, because it's way more difficult for a car to deny a ride once they stopped already. But in general, people are gonna pick you up way quicker if you're alone. They feel safer because it's less of a threat when you're with more people. It's also often easier for you to fit them inside of your car. It's also easier for them because they only have to fit one person inside of the car instead of 2. In general, your chances are way higher when you hitchhike alone, but you can still hitchhike with them. In terms of safety and security, this is of course not the most advisable advice. But I'm talking about fast hitchhiking here. If you'd like to know more about safe hitchhiking, I have another vlog that I posted that only talks about safety rules. If you'd like to see it, click the link here above. Alright, so hitchhiking alone, definitely an important tip. Okay, got into our last ride. I hope you can hear this. There's a little bit of rain, a lot of wind. So these guys are going to Campeche, so it should be my final ride for today. So we just made a quick little stop. Guess why? Get some beer. Oh man, it's so funny how people that give you a ride just always offer you stuff. And when it's a group of guys, often it's a little beer, right? Cheers. So we arrived in Campeche. These guys offered me another beer, first of all. They're also gonna drop me off really close to my couchsurf post. I am couchsurfing here in Campeche, which is really awesome. Anyway, just an amazing hitchhike ride here again, here in Campeche. Okay, see where we get here. Okay, so that last ride was actually really amazing. There was a drunk guy that came up to me in the last place, and he told me like, oh, you shouldn't be hitchhiking right now. Mexico is so dangerous at night. And I told him, no, I'm fine. Like, give me at least 2 more hours before it really gets dark. And after 20 minutes, he came back and he told me like, let me pay you a bus. I don't want anything to happen to you. You're a good guy. I'm gonna pay you a bus so you get to Campeche. And I was like, no, please just give me 1 more hour. And then he basically just started stopping every car to make sure that I had a ride. Hiking into Campeche right now to this place where I have to be. And we get here quickly. Okay, so we just arrived at my couchsurf post here in Campeche. It was quite a hike through Campeche, I have to say. Didn't really know my way. It was very busy in all the streets. I had a lot of stairs, so to speak. But most people were very friendly when I just smiled back, waved at them. So everything alright here. Campeche isn't a very touristy town though. I've already noticed. It seems to be more of just a local town. A couple of people live. I haven't seen one other traveler at all. I always think it's funny the amount of looks people give you, like with this massive backpack on. They're like, what are you doing here? Well, I'm just gonna have some food with this guy, relax and go to sleep as early as possible because I'm tired. So that was a big day again. Had a massive hitchhike, my biggest one so far. almost 370 kilometers all the way to Campeche from Palenque. As you can see, I'm staying in a hammock again with this couchsurfing. Just uploading one of the last videos over here, one thing that I wasn't able to do in Palenque. I love it how couchsurfing is often just in a hammock over here. I love hammocks so, and I sleep quite well in them. So no worries for me there. My host over here is also super friendly, called Johnny. We just went for sort of mega bada, which is like taco meat in a bread filled with baked onion and some chili sauce, and just speechless. Today was a very inspiring hitchhiking day again. Share some tips as well on how you can hitchhike better, I guess. That's it for me today. I'm gonna sleep here in my nice hammock. I'm out.